always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Groupers offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Hand off from the shotgun. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Groupers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Groupers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're just marching in and already threatening in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Scrambling away. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain. And
maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Got it behind the line. It's Sands. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football, and you're expecting...
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skilled players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Looking left. And they're not on the same page there.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? Didn't pick it up?" Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the groupers are marching down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the 1st period. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. And we'll start the 2nd quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. They'll move the tight end. Handoff to the lone back. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Give on the inside. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Sands. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Going for the marker on the ground. Fouls through the defense. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the first down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, he can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Great job by the back on the option.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And this less than stellar performance is something you just can't afford when you have a veteran signal caller. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Snagged in the middle. It's Parrish. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. On the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9.
They're going to run it. Powers through the defender. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Parrish. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Groupers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it. Touchdown, Groupers. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking for a gap. It's Sands. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Handoff to the single running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Got it in the middle. It's Platt. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Now this offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parrish. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The groupers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the marker. It's Sheffield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, groupers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive in the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Owls are rolling down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Turning it on! And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Got it.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead.
Fire.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Come on, set.
Looking for the score. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. A design run for the quarterback. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to...
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Kick is in the air. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. The option look. Makes his man miss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He'll pitch it. Past the first down marker and still running. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the groupers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Breaks the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Creates a little room. Turning on the Jets. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. The groupers are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, groupers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Still running at the 40. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Brought down, but what a play, not only to get the and here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Henry. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Still on his feet at the 45. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the move, it's Terrell to the 15. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Unleashes to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Owls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. He might want another play. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Messer. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Wants to throw again. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll start to return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense... Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. Give him 114 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. The groupers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to keep running. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the groupers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Bulldozes his way through. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the... So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He'll start this drive going to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Able to work his way for 5 yards. He needs a lot more than that, but they did get the clock stopped. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
3:25.
To the air, it's Gibson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the 4th quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. Ball falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.